Welcome, I'm Rob. You join me for the second session of a Saturday lunchtime adult race experience at TeamSport in Coventry. This is a track I'd never driven before, but managed to get a few clear laps in the first session to get my eye in. This was a busy session with almost a full track, so I had plenty of traffic to be fighting through. I came second in the fastest session, so I was hoping to find the faster driver at some point in the session to get some ideas. Being released last from the pits though, this wasn't the easiest task. I decided to back right off and try and get a gap to the traffic ahead, but being quite a short track, I also didn't want to be caught from behind. Having not quite made it into a 43-second lap in the first session, I adjusted my goal for this one, no longer aiming for that 42-second lap. I'll have to wait for another visit. Unfortunately, I hadn't left enough of a gap, and I catch a queue of slow-moving carts at these double hairpins. I start to back off again, but I can already see the cars catching from behind, so I can't get that much of a gap. I'll have to just fight my way through. I went to pass this cart on the left as they were sat in the middle of the track, only for them to start drifting to the left. So I'm on the brakes quickly to not go into the back of them, and then I get up through the inside through the next corner. And I've just caught two carts fighting into the first corner. I'll get past, but I've again had to slow down. Can I get any luck in this session? That's a great series of overtakes there, but we're into a red flag now, so I'll have to wait to pass these last two. That's 3 wide. As I've gone around the outside, the other car has gone up the inside. And then I get the inside into the right-hander and past them too. It's beautiful. So lap 5 is a clear one, and it is my fastest of the session, so I'm going to let this one play out for you. So I didn't quite make the 42s, I missed it again by just a couple of tenths, but I've been able to improve by a whole second from the first session. The timing loop in this track is at quite an awkward position, and I'm pretty sure if you go straight out of the last corner rather than setting yourself up for the next, you'd probably gain a couple of tenths, but you'd be seriously compromising your next lap. Lap 6 was another clear one, but I lost another couple of tenths somewhere. That's the end of the clear track then, and now this car is close to my pace, so I'll have to find some way past. I went for the wide line through this section hoping to get the undercut, but it didn't work out. Thankfully I managed to stick with the inside and pass on through the hairpin. That was a bit tight. What? They dived to the right hand side going up the ramp and then just cut back across? I don't know. I was put off by the other cart's really wide line going through there. And now we're for another quick red flag, and if you look ahead, there's a cart stuck on the barriers through that wide hairpin. Hopefully it wasn't the one I was following, because that was a delayed flag if so. So kart number 3 has quite a bit of pace to it, but there's a back marker ahead. That'll do it. There is so much grip going into that last corner, I could just throw the kart in without really needing to brake. So that's another clear lap, and I'm pleased to see it's consistent with the previous two. And another 43-second lap. I'm really pleased to know it wasn't just a fluke. I was already committing to passing him before I noticed the yellow flags. But again, there is so much grip, I went into that corner with very little braking and one-handed. Not bad. I wasn't actually expecting to go back to green flags again here. I thought we'd probably finished, but off we go again. I finally made that undercut work there. Can I get that orange suit too? Sort of? So there isn't another complete timed lap, but just keep watching for a second. There's a stationary car on the right there, which brings out the red flag. And as we get away under the yellow flags, we pass a marshal waving the checkered flag, but it doesn't apply to the cars in front. Well, that's it for today's video, and that's it for commentary for now. As always guys, thank you very much for joining me. Please do give the video a like, leave some feedback down below in the comments. Thank you once again to all of those of you who have subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't, please do consider clicking that little button. Next week's video will be back at Sheffield with some interesting shenanigans going on, so you don't want to miss that one. So until then, cheers.